food don't kill you, the service will.
In a world where the dark never sleeps and the shadows whisper your name, 10 figures rise from the abyss. They don't just haunt your nightmares, they own them. Masked killers, ancient evils, faces you'll pray you never see in the mirror. This is no ordinary countdown. This is a descent into terror. I'm Ash from Player One, Press Start Gaming, and these are the top 10 horror villains of all time. And they're waiting for you. Anyway, on with the list. Meet John Kramer, former civil engineer, cancer patient and motivational speaker, sort of. Now, Jigsaw doesn't kill people, at least not directly. He just straps them into elaborate traps, explains the rules in his indoor voice of doom and then says, "Good luck. If you survive, congrats. You've unlocked a newfound appreciation for life and maybe a prosthetic limb." So next time you watch Saw, remember, Jigsaw isn't just a villain, he's a middle-aged man who took his engineering degree, a cancer diagnosis and a Pinterest account and made the world's most intense escape rooms. First introduced in 1992, Candyman isn't just another slasher with a gimmick. He's an urban legend born from tragedy. In the film's lore, Daniel Robitaille was the son of a former enslaved man who became a successful artist in the late 19th century. When he fell in love with a white woman, a mob brutally murdered him, smearing him with honey and setting bees upon him. That's where the bees and the hook come from. So when you look in the mirror and say his name 5 times, you're basically dialing up centuries of racial trauma with a hook attached. Good luck. Leatherface, the man, the myth. With his butcher's apron, stitched up human skin mask and zero concept of personal boundaries, Leatherface redefined DIY projects. While Freddy messes with your dreams and Jason just lurks around campsites, Leatherface brings a whole new vibe. Southern hospitality with a side of power tools. Contrary to his terrifying presence, Leatherface is actually a timid, obedient son. Think of him as a 6'3" toddler with a meat cleaver. He's not killing because he wants to, he's killing because his mama said so. Oh, bless him. This guy's running on pure family dysfunction. Have you ever seen a goth philosopher with nails in his head? That's Pinhead, the star of Hellraiser. He's not here to party unless your idea of fun involves hooks and eternal suffering. Pinhead is the leader of the Cenobites, beings from another dimension who explore the limits of pleasure and pain. Think S&M but with way more chains and way less safe words. He shows up when someone solves a puzzle box. You think you're unlocking a cool prize, right? Nope. You just booked yourself a ticket to the world's most painful spa retreat. So the next time you see a weird puzzle box at a car boot sale, maybe leave it closed, because once Pinhead shows up with his motley crew, there's no unsubscribe button. Before TikTok dances, before Instagram reels, there was her video. Black and white and grainy, weirdly artsy, and if you watched it, congratulations, you've just subscribed to a 7-day trial of pure terror. Meet Samara Morgan, the girl from The Ring who turned VHS tapes into death traps. Samara wasn't your average misunderstood teen. While other kids were into dolls or horses, she was into, well, crawling out of wells and televisions. So the next time someone tells you VHS is dead, remember Samara. She's proof that analogue media still packs a punch and a cruel. Samara Morgan, the girl who went viral before Wi-Fi. Job done. Pennywise, the clown that ruined balloons for everyone. Clowns were already kinda creepy, but then this guy floated in from the sewers and made sure we'd never look at a circus the same way again. Pennywise isn't your typical clown. He doesn't make balloon animals, he hands you one single red balloon and a lifetime of therapy bills. While other villains hide in the shadows, he hides in storm drains, whispering sweet nothings like, "We all float down here. Cheers, mate. I'm never walking near a sewer drain again." And then there's that smile and that ridiculous dancing he puts on. Pennywise doesn't just scare kids, he puts on a show. Think Vegas residency, but with more teeth and less Elvis. Before CGI, before mega sharks versus giant squids, there was one big fish who didn't need special effects to scare you out of the water. Meet the star of Jaws, the 25-foot man-munching, theme song-owning shark, affectionately known behind the scenes as Bruce. While other movie monsters lurk in castles or haunted houses, Bruce had one simple plan: hang out at the beach and turn your vacation into a buffet. He's basically the original all-you-can-eat villain. Here's the thing, the shark in Jaws barely shows up on screen, and that's what makes him terrifying. With that iconic fin, dead-eye stare, and John Williams' two-note theme, forget fancy jump scares, he weaponised your own imagination.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Meet Michael Myers, the guy who made babysitting in Haddonfield way more terrifying. First appearing in 1978's Halloween, Michael didn't need flashy powers, loud dialogue, or even a fancy costume, just a white mask and a jumpsuit. His weapon of choice, a good old-fashioned kitchen knife, because why complicate things when a simple blade and pure determination will do the trick? Think of him as the ultimate minimalist villain. Efficiency meets terror. And then there's that mask. It's the stuff of nightmares. Nothing screams something's coming for you like a featureless, expressionless face. Seriously, it's basically the Instagram filter of horror. Terrifying, timeless, and zero personality except murder. Jason Voorhees, the guy who made Camp Crystal Lake a no-go zone for summer fun. First terrifying audiences in 1980, Jason didn't start with a hockey mask. That iconic mask wouldn't appear until part 3. Before that, he was just a silent, unstoppable, mother-approved menace with a, well, let's call it a personal vendetta. Jason is the ultimate silent stalker. No witty one-liners, no complicated plans, just pure, unrelenting determination. Jason has one rule: if you're at Camp Crystal Lake and you're having fun, it's time to go. He's basically the anti-lifeguard, keeping teenagers in check, one machete swing at a time. And the best part, he never stops coming. He's eternal and unstoppable.
He's gone.
This is God.
The only guy who can make your pillow feel like a death trap. Freddy isn't just a villain, he's a full-blown sleep consultant. If your idea of a nightmare consultation includes knives for fingers and a creepy red and green sweater. Unlike other villains who camp outside your house, Freddy lives in your dreams. He's basically that annoying roommate who never leaves, except instead of stealing your food, he steals your life. Freddy doesn't just attack, he sets traps, contorts your nightmares and turns your subconscious into an obstacle course, all while cracking some brilliant one-liners.
Let's get hard.
So, the next time you try to take a nap, remember, Freddy Krueger doesn't need a mask, doesn't need a chainsaw, and doesn't knock. He's already in your bed. Sweet dreams, folks. If You've seen their faces, you've felt their breath on your neck, but remember, they're not just trapped in the screen, they're patient, they're hungry, and they know your name now. This was the top 10 horror villains of all time, but the real horror begins when you hit pause. Let me know your favourite horror villains in the comments, hit the like button and subscribe to Player One. Press Start Gaming for more spooky top 10 lists, horrific gaming videos, gruesome movies, terrifying competitions and much, much more. Thanks for watching, and until the next time, sleep tight. There's that cough again. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching.
Ooh, videos and open my eye.